Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a meal prep with me video because I am going to be away both Friday, Saturday and Sunday. It is really important to stay on track and kind of set myself up for success and meal prep all my meals so I have no excuse to fall off track or get food out or any of that. So meal prep is going to save you not only money and time, but also keep you on track, your health and fitness goals, which are very important to myself. So all my meals are very plain and basic because that's just what I like. So if you're looking for fancy meal ideas, this is not the place to be, but this is going to be a real quick, simple and easy meal prep video based on what I eat. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. Before I get into it, I just want to show you guys an example of what I am currently eating. As I said, it's very clean, very basic because I am on a meal plan for my specific goals, but at the moment I am reverse dieting, so I am allowed a little bit more carbs, which is really great, but I just want to show you all the food I'm eating at the moment. So starting off with protein sources just here, I've got my extra lean beef mince as well as my chicken breast. Now I use chicken mince from Coles because it's 2 for $10 and I just prefer minces to actual chicken breast. I just prefer the texture. For fruits and veggies, these are the only ones I have. I really like the carrot, peas and corn. It's just easier to mix into my meals and it's what I enjoy. Blueberries I have with my morning oats, so I won't necessarily meal prep this one, but just to show you guys kind of what I'm eating. For carb sources, these are the only 2 carb sources I have. I have basmati rice and oatmeal. Oatmeal is my favorite, and basmati rice I pretty much have with like every meal. They're my only 2 carb sources. For fats, the only fat source I have is this ABC spread. This goes in my morning oats in the morning, and then for seasonings, all I have is this Mexican seasoning because it's just really delicious. And this is an all natural one as well with like, you know, no calories or any of that. So that's an overview of everything I eat. Let's get stuck into this meal prep. We're gonna get started with the rice and then we'll move on to our proteins and then dish out everything else. So keep on watching. Let's start off with our rice. So I like to cook my rice in a rice cooker. I used to use the packet rices all the time, but it was such a waste of money, so save your dollars and go for this. So with rice, I have it with pretty much all of my meals. So we want to cook up a big portion of this one, especially because I will be meal prepping over for 3 days. This one I don't really measure. You can if you want to, but that'll probably be enough. Now we're going to put some water. I like to cover it quite a lot just so my rice is very fluffy. And I know you're meant to like wash your rice, but I just don't, because I just don't got the time to be washing rice. We just kind of sift it around. So you see it's very saturated, so we like fluffy rice. Place it in the rice cooker. Now this one's really simple. You just press cook, which is on this side. I'm just gonna place it down and that's gonna be cooking while I cook my protein sources. So let's move on to that. Now we're gonna move on to our protein sources. So I have my 2 minces here. We'll start off just by spraying the pan. So I always use coconut oil spray just because it is hardly any calories at all. Be really careful with oils and everything because they are a fat source and they do add up. So if you're using like vegetable oils and everything, make sure you're tracking them. But I just use this so I don't have to track it and it doesn't add any additional calories to my foods. So we're just giving it a light spray there. Now because I have chicken mince 4 times a day, I'm going to cook 2 batches of it, especially if you're going to be meal prepping for over 3 days. Now, one tip when you're meal prepping to save the cleanup at the end is to clean as you go, because we don't want to be dealing with a messy kitchen after. Oh, it's not even on. Make sure you turn the stovetop on for it to actually cook. We're gonna let those cook a little bit and then we're gonna come back to them, season them. But while they're cooking, we're going to dish out all the vegetables into their portions, into their containers, and just kind of get all of that ready so that when the rice and the meat is cooked, we just put it all in the containers and then we're good to go. As I said, this meal prep's gonna be very quick, very simple and easy, but it works and it's effective. The chicken mince still has a little bit more to go, but now that this beef mince is browning up a little bit more, when it kind of gets to this point is when I like to add in the seasoning. So we're gonna add in some of this spicy Mexican blend. Just makes your food taste so much better, especially when you're eating so clean. You don't want your food to taste like cardboard. Now that that's in, we just cook the mince in that. Mince is really great because it doesn't take too long to cook either, which is very, very convenient because we don't get a lot of time around here. We want to be quick, efficient. We want things to be easy. I find that I prefer the texture of mince. It's like you're having tacos. Now we're gonna just flip this because this might even be ready to add the seasoning too soon, as it is cooking up a little bit more. So you can see how quick it is to really cook these, and then the rice is gonna be done soon, so then we can cook that one up. Might let the mince cook just for a little bit longer. The beef mince is done, rice is almost done. We're just waiting for the chicken to cook, but while we're doing that, we're going to separate all the veggies into the containers. So I have 100 grams of veggies with each meal, and when I meal prep, I do use frozen veggies, but I separate them, I keep them frozen. Like I don't cook them right now and everything because they'll defrost, number one, and then also when I microwave them again, they're going to cook. It's a whole lot easier than cooking them and then meal prepping them, and then they just get really soggy and gross. We're going to weigh all them out now. With my meals, 2 of them are my pre and post workout, which are exactly the same, and then the other 3 have vegetables. So we're going to do these 3 ones with vegetables, and these ones are going to be my pre and post workout meals. So we're going to weigh those out now.
Ryan Little.
The fuck is that? That is gross. The rice is done, looking fluffy. We're going to dish this out into the containers now. With my meals, these first 2, I'm going to have 150 grams of rice. This one's going to have 110 grams. This one's going to have 25 grams. Normally with this meal, I'd normally have 100 grams of pumpkin, but I'm not the biggest fan, so I just opt for 25 grams of rice, which is a very, very stupid small amount, but I prefer the taste and everything. So let's dish out this rice. What you can do, put this on, press on or tar, and it's gonna bring it back down to 0. Now sometimes dishing out the rice can get messy, but this is already on 0. Place the rice in there until it gets to 150. On the dot. Okay, now we're going to put the beef mince. So I have this with my last meal. So just these 2 up here. So literally this meal is just 70 grams of beef mince and 100 grams of vegetables. So we're going to dish that out now. And now we've got our chicken mince. This is a big serve. I don't always cook 2 packs, but just because I am going to be meal prepping for 3 days, I literally probably go through 2 packs. I have 70 grams with every meal. So that one. Because one of the mornings I won't be home, I am going to meal prep my oats, and the way I do this is I don't cook them and do the whole overnight oats kind of thing, just because I like my oats warm, and I cook them in the microwave, so it's easy to do away from home. So I'm just going to show you how I kind of prepare for that. What I do is I grab my oats and I put them into a Ziploc bag. How I do this, just so it's easy to weigh, is I'm gonna put it in a glass, then put the glass into the Ziploc bags. I'm gonna have 55 grams here, pouring that in. There we go, 55 grams. And then I'm just going to pour it in the bag. So then I can grab either a container or a bowl, tip this in, it's already pre-weighed out, put some water in there, chuck it in the microwave, then add my protein powder in afterwards. And how I weigh out my protein powder is I just have a scoop and I just literally place a scoop in a sandwich bag. Now, one really helpful tip if you're meal prepping and don't have space for all of these containers and everything is actually putting your meals in Ziploc bags. Now this is what I do if I'm on the road a lot, is I will weigh out all my meals, then I'll put them all into Ziploc bags because that takes up so much less room. Then what I'll do is I'll take one container with me for the whole day and I'll literally unzip the meal, put the meal in the container and heat it up. And you can actually, if you're on the road, you can use parents' rooms in shopping centers, have microwaves, as well as a lot of servos have microwaves as well. So there's really no excuse as to why you can't be on track if you're on the go, because there's microwaves everywhere. If you're prepared, like this took me not long at all, as you can tell, and I've got 5 meals here. This is 2 days worth of meals and I still have rice and chicken left over for another 3rd day. You can see it's very easy, but we're gonna move on putting the protein in. So we just grab a scoop and we just pour it in there. That way I don't have to take the whole bloody tub of protein with me wherever I go. And then I probably will bring the ABC spread with me, but that's very small and compact. So that's my oats prepared for my few days away. So there are all my meals done. Here is 2 days worth of meals and I still have left over for a 3rd day, which I will be dividing into those Ziploc containers. But I just wanted to show you guys how quick and easy it is. Obviously, what I would recommend is don't copy the quantities I eat because this is all personalized to me, my goals, my body and everything. So adjust the quantities as you wish, but this is just goes to show how easy and simple it can be and how time or being too busy or any of that is really not an excuse to steer away from your goals, especially over the weekend. Like I have a weekend full of social activities, but there is no excuse because I have prepared myself for success, and that's something I really preach to my clients as well. As you see, I've got beef and vegetables here, chicken, small sad amount of rice and veg, chicken, rice and veg, and my pre and post workout meal, which is basmati rice and chicken, as well as my oats for one time I'm away. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, something a little bit different on my channel. Please don't give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more fitness content. Also comment down below any video suggestions or anything you'd like to learn or know, and I'm happy to share. Yeah, that is all from me today. Hope you guys have a great week and I'll chat to you guys in the next video. Bye!